Do you like traveling? I like traveling. Hi, I'm Warren Corey, and I'm going to be talking to you about a few of the highlights out of my life. One of them is traveling. Me and my family like to do quite a bit of traveling, and today I'm going to be telling you one of my trips that we did last summer as a family. We went to the East Coast of the U.S., and we would visited cities such as Washington, D.C., where we toured the White House and the Capitol, Arlington National Cemetery, Ford's Theater, Smithsonian's museums, just to name a few. And then after Washington, D.C., we went up to New York City, and as you can see here in this picture, there's the New York City skyline in the background, and that's me there. We're on a ferry boat headed out to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island, where we toured around there and got to climb up to the base of the Statue of Liberty and look out across New York and New Jersey, which was very cool. And there's another picture of me and a few of my cousins and sisters on that same ferry boat. You can see there's New York again. And then after New York, we went up to Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, got to see the Liberty Bell and a few other historic places up there. And then on the way back, headed home, we stopped here in Gettysburg, and there's a picture of me and my dad. We were up in the lookout tower, looking over a few of the battles where we hired a guide, which drove our family around in our vehicle. And he stopped at all the historic places and pointed out where all the battles took and where Union and enemy forces were stationed and encamped. And it was really cool. He knew a lot of history of the area, a lot of what happened, and it's something you wouldn't, not all the things you would have got to see if you would have done it yourself. So that was very cool. And this is a picture of me and my cousin when we were in Washington, D.C. We're in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. We're in one of the capsules there, airplane. Well, I got to drive and he got to be the gunner, so it was a fun ride. We spent almost a whole day just in the Air and Space Museum. There's a lot to look at, a lot of cool things. Had a very fun time in there. And then this is in Amish country, Pennsylvania, in Lancaster. We rode in a train through the heart of Amish country and got to see how the Amish people live. And they don't have much technology or electricity and stuff. A lot of horse and buggy farming. You see a lot of kids and girls in their dresses and bonnets, and boys in their suspenders and pants and stuff. So it's kind of cool, to see someone, groups of people not living in the life of the average American, a little more old style. And that's the end of the few of my snapshots that I have for you. And another highlight of my life that I was going to talk about is me and my dad got certified. I'm a certified diver. Back in '07 we became certified, and I love it. I love it a lot. I'm very passionate about it. Last spring, we were fortunate enough to go down to Florida and dive in the Gulf of Mexico off the Florida coast, off of Marco Island. And we got to dive down and see a few shrimp wrecks, and that was very cool. Got to see some sharks and barracuda, and also a huge fish known as the Goliath grouper, which is very popular down there. And very big fish, roughly about 8 feet long, 600 pounds. When you have about 20-30 of them schooling you, it's kind of intimidating, but they're not really known to be vicious and that towards humans, so it's kind of comforting to know that. And then also we got to dive down on some coral reefs and got to check out all the colorful sights and different species of fish, colorful, very cool. And we do a little bit of diving around the Duluth area. We visited a couple inland lakes. One of the very cool ones was up in Eveleth Gilbert. There's an old mining pit up there called Orbegon, well known for local scuba divers. There's people have put it down like old train cars and helicopters and stuff down there, so you got to look down there. It's pretty cool little stuff like that to see, I like that a lot, and hopefully you get to go back there again this summer. And also, another one of my highlights of my life was last fall. I got this snowmobile, which I got it off of bought it off of one of my cousins. I'm very passionate about snowmobiling. I love it a lot. I came from northern Michigan, Ifremer, if anyone's curious to know. And they're well known throughout the U.S. for being kind of snow country USA. There's a lot of snow, lake effect snow, which picks up over Lake Superior, and they get dumped on every year, well known. And it's a race sled, 2005 Ski-Doo Rev MXGX 440. Very fast. It's kind of a racing sled, made to jump on, to take jumps. And yeah, I love snowmobiling, so thank you.